So, back when I first realized that feminism was a lie and started realizing that the opposite in many cases was actually true, I shared some of that information with people, friends, family, on Facebook, things like that. And I feel like most people didn't really take it very well. I didn't come out as a men's rights activist, but I guess I would say, this is an issue. Like, if somebody was posting something that was just obviously, like, ignoring that, like, men are actually, like, 50% of, like, the domestic violence victims, or that men are, like, the vast majority of rape, or whatever have you, or that women are perpetrators of rape in prisons, things like that. They would not believe me. They would think I was just hating women, and that's really what it is. You're not allowed to be a men's rights activist. You're a misogynist if you are. If you care about men and boys, then you need to just shut up about it, and you're not allowed to say anything or do anything about it. Otherwise, probably people you care about, are going to be very upset at you, and whatever that can entail. So one of the main reasons that I didn't come out to anyone, and I didn't really spend any more time than I have, and I really kind of stopped. I tried to push my feelings about these things out and down for a couple of years, because several years back, when I did talk about them more frequently, I would talk about them with my wife, with whom we get along immaculately, and we disagree on almost virtually nothing except for this. But she doesn't really disagree. She just has some sort of emotional hang-up about it, I guess. But anyway, so she really, really doesn't like me talking about this. It's one of the main reasons that I do this in the car. One, because I have such a long commute and I can do it in the car. But two, because if she doesn't want to hear anything about this when I'm at home, she'll get really upset and we get into fights and all that sort of stuff. Sorry for all the ums, but this is probably going to be live to tape, as it's called. I don't have time to edit it, because even just editing on my computer at home is kind of a no-no. I know, it's kind of stupid, but I don't know. Still trying to work it out. Anyway. But for me, pushing it down and ignoring it just led to more and more discomfort about it. And pain, really, just suffering and pain, just thinking about it, especially living as a guy. It really upset me, because I knew I was nothing that everybody treated me as. I wasn't allowed to be left alone with people's children. Now I am. Strange. The same person, but whatever. I was just kind of seen as a potential rapist, potential child molester, potential mugger, potential everything bad. And I don't think girls realize how lucky they are to not be seen that way. Every day when they're walking to the store through the parking lot, or when they're just, hanging out with a friend and they have kids. And I don't think men understand how damaging it is to their own sense of self, and to be treated that way. And it's just, all this stuff just really bothers me, and I can't ignore it. And I know I suffer from anxiety a lot of times, and it's been good for a while. But I know as soon as the anxiety